Happy Sunday. What's going on? Hey, Wayne. Hey, Stuart. What's up? We just came back inside from hanging out with my cousins and my uncle. Today's his birthday. I'm going to have you pour some of that water in his dish. What's up, Wayne, Grandpapa?
So what are you going to do for memberships? Now you put join in your channel. What are you going to give the people that join you? What's your ideas?
Right now, it's just icons.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. The longer they're there, the color of the icons will change.
Oh, okay. But if you had your own merch, you can sell them to those who join, right? That's how they do it?
Yes, I could do, which I still might. I just put it up just for the icons. But I was thinking of doing like channel stickers. And I don't know, magnets or something. I haven't decided yet. But I just put it up because just so that way if anybody wanted to, they can. Hey Deanna, how are you?
Hey, Deanna.
Got the monkeys now.
No, it's looking your shoulder now.
Well, that's because it's raining outside and we had literally just came inside like maybe 5 minutes ago. So I'm not sure. Like I thought about the sticker part of it, like getting new ones made of the one that doesn't have the background. And then maybe some more magnets or something. I don't know. I haven't decided yet.
I haven't got that far yet.
No, I still got to read like all the stuff on the membership, and there's also a video. Apple pie sounds delicious right now, and I don't have any, I call them fat snacks, because we didn't get any when we went to the store.
I want to try to do those baseball caps this year, though.
Yeah, I'm doing good. A little tired. Had a drink with my cousin. You're welcome, Stuart. She gets these peach monsters or something. That's like 4% or 3% alcohol or whatever. And they're super good. And we were playing cornhole and I chugged it. So like went right to my head. Can you grab me a can of my spaghetti and meatball? No, yesterday I left Bear out. We were outside for a couple hours. And I left Bear out of his crate. Because last time I left him out, I mean, he was still, this was like months ago. I'd left him out. We had gone to Stewart, so it's like, 15 down and 15 back. And he had peed on the floor 4 times. So yesterday when we were out doing yard work, I left him out of his crate. And he didn't mess on the floor. Sorry, I gotta eat some. Hey, Rich. How's it going? So, next weekend, either Saturday or Sunday, providing the weather's going to be nice, I'm going to do my live earlier and we're going to be fishing. But I'm not sure which pond I want to fish where we were today because there's 3 of them. The one where we caught the perch is actually the trout pond. Hey, cool gamer. Why are you so quiet for, Wayne?
Just look at my phone.
But I'm not sure if we want to go to the way back one that has the walleye in it. The only thing I'd have to get some walleye lures because I don't typically fish for walleye. Hey Steve, how you doing?
Let me see.
I mean, I'd like to catch some walleye because those are my grandma's favorite fish to eat. And my grandpa, he used to go out on Sacandaga Lake and he'd spend all day out on the lake trolling for walleye.
Hmm.
And he'd always bring, anywhere between like 4 and 6 back in. But I don't have a boat with a motor on it, so. And not just that, that lake is beyond ridiculous right now. You can't even enjoy fishing it because ever since they started charging for people to go out on Lake George, all the riffraff and drunks that used to hang out there are up here on this lake now. So you like go to like your fishing spot or be bass fishing, off people's docks from the boat. You know what I mean? Throwing towards the dock. And the boats will come right through there and cut your line. They drive right over it. And the one guy had this big cabin cruiser cut across the ex-husband's line, and it got sucked up in his prop. I'm like, well, that's what you get. I'll have to look, Rich. I imagine our Walmart probably has them. Wayne, you look bored. Are you having issues over there?
No.
Yeah, these ponds they're handmade, so they're all pretty deep. But yeah, right now I think I just have the I got the one rattle trap for the bass, and then I have a crayfish one that rattles. Oh, okay. Yeah, they're at least that, I'd imagine. I mean, you can see out in the water. I don't know, probably a good like 4 4 foot from shore. Like I said, the reservoir is all handmade. But we fished the first pond, seen not a huge snapping turtle, but probably like this big around. He'd have made some nice soup, but and there's a season on snapping turtles and bullfrogs. They open in June. But I've never cleaned a turtle. Oh, all right. I don't know. I just never got like it. Now, if my son goes with me, he loves fishing for lures. Like he always out bass fishes me because he'll use lures that I gave him, or he'll use my bass lures, and it's like boom, bass, bass, bass. I'd much rather just throw a worm out there and good enough. You can't have this. But yeah, I was happy. I had like every single bar of 5G there. So that'd definitely be a good place to do lives because with being 3 ponds, I could fish one during one live and then go back and every single fish I have ever caught in my entire life has been on a night crawler. Carp, trout, bass, perch, sunfish. I caught a sheep's head out of the Mohawk River. That was on a night crawler. I think the only time I ever caught, I think there was one time I had this small little minnow as a trout lure. And I took a little tiny piece of a worm and stuck it on the one side of the barb of the treble hook. But that's the only time anything. Yeah, I haven't gone out picking for worms. I mean, tonight'd be a good night because it's raining. I normally just buy a dozen. I think they're like, what are they, like $3? $3 something for a dozen night crawlers. Then we can also, sometimes they only have I think they're called Canadian red worms. But they're small, like this. When I was a kid, that's how we'd get night crawlers. I'd go out every single night with a coffee can and pick night crawlers with my dad's coon hunting light. Because he had it hooked to your belt and it had it clipped to the top part of your hat, like by the brim. So it worked really good for night crawlers. Because you could either use the clear lens or the red lens, and he had like a greenish yellow colored lens. But yeah, so definitely next paycheck and I'll be ordering 2 shirts.
Mhm.
I got to get past Crystal's wedding. It'll be a week from tomorrow, Tuesday.
Mhm.
And then I'm probably going to order a bunch of them.
I got one 3X now in the closet already here. So
I was joking with, oh, that's fine. Did we catch anything when we went out on Rockwood the last time? No, we didn't catch anything. I caught a bunch of weed fish, I call them. And speaking of weed fish, I swear, this weed, right? The top came up. It was like this big around. And it had all the like legs hanging out. It reminded me of reeling in a squid. I thought I was snagged, but I kept backing up with my line, with my pole, and then reeling, and then it started coming, and then I couldn't believe like how big the thing was when I finally got it in there. Yeah, I don't know if the weed fish fish are edible. Jamie and I were talking about that earlier today. I mean, probably, if you get weed fish out the ocean, it'd probably be edible. Because that would be more like a seaweed. This is just like, I don't know, these are like, the top part of it was like a big ball. And then it had like these huge, long, red, viney things hanging off of it. Well, now, if it was those kind of weed fish, then yeah, they'd be edible, but I don't think so. I should have took a picture of the huge one that I freaking reeled in today. I never reeled in one that big. Hey, Judy. But yeah, it was nice today. It's supposed to be nice tomorrow, too. But I had a doctor's appointment in the morning. Then got to do laundry, and I'm back to work Tuesday. But this coming Friday, Jamie and I are off. So I only got to work 3 days this week. Hello, Mother. Which I'm happy about. Maybe I'll go fishing. We're gonna have to bring a lantern though. We're going? No, I'm not going right now. Thank you, Judy. It was funny because it's supposed to just be blonde, but when he put the toner on, I think it's just because my hair was like so dry and so dead that my hair soaked up the toner, so it's got like this purple tint to it right now. But yeah, I like it with the purple, the way that it did it too. Or it'd be like normally my hair when he bleaches it is like almost white. But it gives it almost, I don't know, not quite a platinum, but I mean I like it. It's the first time besides shaving my head that I've actually cut it short. But it'll be a lot easier for work too because And then today, after fishing, we went to Walmart. Now at work, we've been throwing these little kids Jack Skeleton backpacks. You know, they're like about this wide by like about this tall. So every time I throw them, I'm like, I want one of these. So of course we go, you know, by the section, and they had like all of them except for the Jack Skeleton ones that we were throwing. They had like the Marvel, they had SpongeBob, they had these furry ones. I'm gonna say you can put TV on. You're gonna be over there anyway, shortly. Actually, by thinking about it, I'm gonna check the weather for next weekend. But we're scheduled off Friday. Well, I guess if we do a live stream, it'll have to be Saturday. Because there's Friday night's 58% chance of rain, well, thunderstorms. And I definitely don't want to be out in a thunderstorm. So Saturday, the 29th, is the only day that it's not going to rain. But yeah, this coming week, we got Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday, my cousins get married. So we have all that time off from work, and then back to work Wednesday. So yeah, probably definitely go there and just debate which pond we want to fish, whether we want to fish the back one, which is a little bit of a walk. But yeah. Yeah, walking. Bye. Yeah, I lose track of days myself. Especially like, may I help you with something? I'm gonna send you over to Wayne so y'all can be naughty together. I don't know, you're just sitting there in a chair. Wake the hell up.
Whoa,
You!
I'm not sleeping.
Well, you're not chatting with me either. You're sitting there in your fucking chair like a bump on a damn hog. And there, I even had to break out the F word for that, so good thing monetization ain't on. Go get her. You gotta tell me twice. Oh boy. Mama, it's one of your toys. Yes. Yeah. So I'm debating if I want to do all black t-shirts
Yeah.
or black and blue shirts. I don't know. I really like the way it looks on the black shirts.
Hmm.
But I know black, if people want to wear it fishing, especially in the heat, is a rough color to wear unless you're fishing night.
Hmm.
And white definitely isn't a color shirt I would get.
Hmm.
I don't even like buying white socks.
Hmm.
Now you said you got a different color blue?
Yeah, bright blue, a royal blue.
And that's different than what was on the other ones, right?
Right. Yeah.
All right.
You have gray with what's that called? That they call it beer navy. Well, it'll be a dark blue truck on a gray shirt.
Yeah, gray would be good too.
Red lettering for the mother trucker.
Yeah. Well, it's hard because I want to get
I
when I
got
order
yellow.
the big order from you. I'll probably get 2 mediums, 2 large, 2 extra large.
I got processed yellow for a bright shirt, but that color will look awful on gray. I think red will look good on a gray sport gray shirt, red
Yeah.
leather, not processed yellow. That's for like another kind of yellow. I don't like it. I don't use it after them.
Well, yeah, because the big lot, I was thinking about ordering a ton of them from you. So if I do that, then I might do like five, have you do 5 gray and 5 black.
Mm. You see your that 21FC shirt, right? How it looked on a gray shirt with that beer blue, beer navy blue.
Yeah, I think so. I think you showed me that one. Yeah, I thought about pink too. Yeah, I got to walk down the road a little bit to get one of those, Judy. Because with the willow switch, you can also make a cat and nine tails with those,
Hmm.
and that'd be worse than just a plain switch.
What would the pink shirt look like to make a shirt in pink for a lady? What colors are we going to go with those?
I don't know. That's what I was. Because I like pink.
Got to think of what colors. I don't know what colors you. I really haven't printed on a pink shirt, so I don't know what color.
Um,
That color.
I don't know what color would stand out.
That's what I'm saying.
Probably,
I don't
I
know.
don't know, maybe like a silver.
I don't have any of that color in the house yet. Because I'm not a very busy business, so I don't.
Well, no, if I had you use a color you didn't have, Wayne, I would give you enough to get it.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think, pink.
They got glow in the dark ink too. They do got glow
I
in the
know
dark.
you keep telling me that, and then it makes me want even more stuff that goes in the dark.
Like T-Rex arms, you mean?
No, I am gonna have you make one for Mom, but it's gonna have to be on a purple shirt with a glow in the dark T-Rex.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we'll have to get some glow in the dark ink. Or paint, whatever you want to call it. Ink.
I don't know what color they got for glow in the dark. Had to look it up to find out. But
Well, yeah, glow in the dark would look good on any of them, especially like a black, gray. Like gray, you could even do like a green. Well, gray is kind of like a blank canvas, so you can pretty much do whatever color, and it pretty much will stand out on a gray shirt. It's the darker colors that's
That navy blue, beer navy looks really good on that color. Really good. That comes right out of it, right out. I don't know about black. Black sure seemed to bring a design out better than all the other colors. I don't know why, but it does. Dark color shirts always bring more of it out. I don't know why that is, but
Yes, they would, Judy. You guys are not getting this. You cannot have it. Seriously, bro? You can sit there and whine with your fat self all you want. You are not having it. I need to buy a treadmill and you need to be on there like an hour a day or more because you're fat.
was it Remy you talking to?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I had a couple of those shirts when I was little in the 80s, but, well, the early 80s. Yeah.
Dogs, I'm telling you, they're always doing something.
Let's see. What color? Hmm. See, now the black with the pink looks good too.
That's true.
But they don't really show. Let's see. They have like an aloe color that goes with the hot pink, or color combination. Then they got like an indigo going with a salmon colored pink. And then a light pink with navy. And then like a raspberry color with like a blush shirt, which is, super light pink. Probably a pink would look good with like almost like a fluorescent green. Probably like fluorescent green, yellow. But pink and black definitely look good together.
Here's a book I was looking for. There it is. Let's see.
Because, I mean, pretty much pink, any color would stand out on it. Navy, green, any type of blue, really.
See my eyes here tonight.
Deanna, if she's up that much during the night, you might have to get some motion sensor lights to put in. Hey, Brett. What's going on? See, my favorite two colors are black and blue anyways. So like most of my shirts are black or like charcoal color. Yeah, I can imagine, but I would probably definitely get some of them motion lights. So when she's walking, they just automatically come on no matter where she walks in the house.
They got, let me see, white, bright white cotton, lemon yellow, chrome yellow, golden yellow, orange, bright red. So these are all the dark shirts. Scarlet
Right.
red, flag red, magenta, bright blue. Well, I got royal blue and bright blue. Aquamarine, process blue, bright green,
Okay,
lime
Stuart.
green, Kelly green, um, which is LB, low blue color, white, golden yellow, medium yellow, russet yellow, golden yellow, in, in flame orange, flaming orange, missile red, aqua pink.
That would look good on black.
Yeah, that's what these are for. Neon purple, neon purple,
Yep, that would look good too.
solar blue, traffic green, and reduced. That's an adjective. You don't want that. That's suffix. You don't need to use that on readings because I always have it in it. Now, let me see. You have fluorescent yellow in here too. Where is it? I want to go there. Shimmer plaster.
Well, if we did pink on the black shirt, what other colors would be okay to go with pink? Like say, just for example, we did the truck and a neon pink.
Mm-hmm.
What would we use for the lettering?
Mm.
I mean, of course, even neon green or orange on
Or
a black.
bright green on black shirt. That's a bright green.
Yeah,
Or aquamarine.
yeah, that'd look good on there too.
These are all for dark colors. These are dark for black garments. Direct printing, high velocity opaquity, low bleed inks. They don't bleed. Easy to print. These are all union inks. These are not like anybody else's. This color's been around for years and years and years.
I think we should play around with a pink on the black shirt. Either pink lettering
Hmm.
and I don't know, bright blue truck or green.
Do you know they sell kits, like 3 quarts of this stuff, and you can buy like 3 different colors at once in a kit? That's how I got these other colors.
Oh, that's cool. Oh, where you could order like 3 small bottles
No, they're
together.
3 quarts. They're 3 quarts.
Oh,
They sell.
oh, all right.
These would go. This thing is for electric printer or manual printing, and they last. This ink lasts. I had this ink for like 4 years now, and nobody wanted to use it until they finally found someone came along and started using it.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, Judy. The pink and fluorescent green on a black shirt.
Mm.
That would stand out a lot,
Mm.
especially like a hot pink.
Mm.
Either do the truck like the fluorescent green and on pink lettering. But on the back lettering, we'd probably have to do a little bit different so that your channel name on the bottom of the shirt pops. You know what I mean?
Mm.
How much is the glow in the dark ink?
I don't know. I never used it. I never used it.
Oh, I'm just curious how much it was. Of course, then you don't know if it's gonna open good either, right?
Oh, it worked, but it's like you have to be in a dark room. You see. Let's see. Where in the hell? Let me see. What's this ink? Special effects ink. Black light clear. Caviar bread adhesive. Crystal liner. Glitter. High gloss glare. High square holographic glitter. Photo for glow in the dark prints. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Let me see where it's
I mean, the black light ones would be hard because one, we don't always have a
27.
black light. But like a glow in the dark one, that type of ink would pop, especially when there's a lot of people that fish at night,
All
or
right.
they'll start, at dusk and go into the night.
All right. Suede plasto fluorescent plus glow in the dark inks. Now, what are these used for? Now, what kind of diamond?
Oh yeah, but I mean, who has black lights anymore? I know I don't. Is there a bulb in there?
It's for direct print on T-shirts or fleece. Here's the suede texture higher paper. I have to ask them about this stuff. I never really used it. They got white, gray, golden yellow, scarlet red, navy, chrome green, dark brown, tan, black, and suede base. I never heard of this stuff. I really never even tried to use it. I don't know about it. So, but even got foil ink too. I don't know what the heck that is. I don't know. I never really used any of this stuff, so probably have to ask them. Special purpose inks.
Well, because when I order shirts for me, I don't want them all to be the same. Like, if I order a lot, you know what I mean? Like, say I
Yeah.
ordered 10 shirts, then say I did like 5 gray and 5 black. The gray
Mhm.
ones I would want different colored than the black ones.
Mhm.
Like, as far as the logo, your logo on the back. Because I definitely want yours to pop just as much as everything else that you put on a shirt.
They have glitter paint in here too, and it glitters. Strictly light and medium color t-shirts. These are light medium colors. Now we're talking about regular color t-shirts.
Right.
Light and medium color shirts. Now what kind of paints they got here? Opaque white, backup white, gray, crimson yellow, lemon yellow, chrome yellow, golden yellow, orange. Then what's it? Vermilion red, bright scarlet red, cardinal red, maroon, magenta, deep purple, on a light color shirt. Bright blue, Colombian blue, mono blue, ultramarine blue, royal blue, navy blue, titanium green, bright green, dark chrome green, Kelly green, dark brown,
Oh, you're good, Rich.
black, flesh,
Hope you win your rocket ball.
to the KHAKI. I don't know what the hell it was. Flesh, cool pink they got for a bright shirt. Tasha, cool pink on a bright shirt.
Oh, yeah, like on a gray.
Yeah, it
Gray or
says medium color shirts, color appeal. These are color, but these are inks for you can put on a light color shirt, not iron on either.
oh, yeah.
Magenta, violet, turquoise, brown. I got turquoise in my studio already. Powder blue, peacock blue, opaque yellow, golden yellow, infernal orange, flaming orange, missile red, aqua pink, solar blue, traffic green, fluorescent, copper, silver, washable silver, pale gold, rich gold, mirror gold, reduced. I don't know what that is. Metallic sport transfer. That's all different. The adjectives.
Thank you, Judy.
Good coverage. They have good coverage of light, medium color garments. I'm printing on dark fabrics. I'm printing on dark fabrics of white.
There you go, Bernie.
You have to put underbase under it. You don't want to do that. That's awful. Underbase paint ruins everything. You gotta find some for a light color in this thing. I don't like that. Putting underbase, it looks like, I don't want to say it on here. But if you don't get the modification on here, it looks like shit. Okay? I'm just being honest, You want me to be honest, so.
Well, I don't expect anything less than you being honest, Wayne.
White ink, let me see. Oh, I'm trying to find the. Let me see. I'm trying to find the white, for bright colors because I want bright color shirts, so I don't know this. I got other inks I can use too. I got other places to deal with, bright color inks for bright shirts. And there's another place that, like, I got other vendors that deal with ink too. So this ain't the only one. These ain't the only people that, I deal with. I got other ones too. I got one in New Jersey that I got the beer navy blue from. They're in New
Yeah.
Jersey. So I got other vendors. These ain't the only ones, but I like this ink for black shirts because they really look awesome on a black shirt. Their inks are good.
Well, yeah, the colors you did for Hog Legs and Melissa's looked really good. I just want to try out different colors.
Hmm.
Like I said, definitely would like hot pink.
But I don't want to use things that are going to use underbase inks. That will look like
No,
shit.
no, I don't want that either. I just want what you do normal, like you did for the last ones, because they came out awesome.
Mm. I get other vendors too that I can, you know, I think Tolling Solutions inks are pretty good. Um, like not like underbase crap they sell. They sell direct inkers on dark, bright shirts and light shirts too. They also got another company named what the heck is the name of that? Another ink in New Jersey. Yeah, they're really good, but they're kind of pricey. But they give you quarts of it, and they can also Tolling Solution give you pints of it that you don't have to spend a lot. Pints is very little, but they last. I mean, pints of ink is, you know,
All right, so this is what I was thinking. Either doing that newer, not the blue you used on Hogleg and Melissa's, but the other blue.
yeah, the navy, the royal blue.
Yes. Pink for my channel lettering. And then something on the back that's going to make yours pop on the back part. So I don't know, blue, pink, green. So I definitely want yours to stand out more on the back than mine does. And vice versa, you know what I mean? And have mine pop on the front. What are your feelings on those colors?
About what?
On shirts. Like
What color?
the blue, the newer blue that you have.
Yeah.
Pink lettering for mine on the front. Then
Okay.
the same blue truck and the same lettering for mine on the back. But I want your channel on the back to pop more than mine.
Mm.
So everybody knows that you're the one who made the shirt. So
Let
it
me see.
probably has to be like either a bright green, uh, neon yellow,
Pink.
silver. Something that's gonna make yours pop too, because I want to make sure that you.
Yellow. I used the yellow on my shirt and it looked all right. That the yellow ink to put the yellow and you know.
Well, that's what I was thinking. The blue for the truck, pink for my channel lettering, and
A row.
then whatever color is gonna make yours pop on the back to
This is a
go
row. What's a row? What's a row of pink? What's that? Never heard of the color.
a royal pink.
A AURORA.
Oh, that I don't know.
They got neon purple too for a black shirt. Solar blue. Aquamarine. I never heard of that pink. Maybe that pink will be bright. I don't know. Maybe that pink will be really bright. What?
Oh, she was asking you how that pink was spelled.
I think it's Aurora.
Aurora pink.
Aurora. Aurora
Yeah,
pink.
Aurora.
Might be a bright color, I think, wouldn't it? If it's on a black shirt, it should be. It should be bright. You know, it should be a bright color if it's going to be on a black shirt. And there's non-low bleed ink too, and it ain't gonna bleed when it's on there. Aurora pink, I think that is. Yeah, neon purple too. So anything on black is going to be bright anyway. It ain't gonna be. It ain't gonna be bad on his black shirt because the black shirt it's gonna show up. And I got another company I can deal with the bright color shirt. You can buy pink, colored pink. You can buy all kinds of colors. And I have several different vendors anyway.
Well, see, here's the pink auroras, like what happens in the sky. So that pink would be aurora pink. It's like a bright, bright pink.
But the plasterings are different in the picture. That's the thing.
Yeah, I know.
And this color here cures quick because ink doesn't take long to cure under my heat machine. And that pink, all that stuff is on black shirts. It will be bright anyway. It will be low bleed.
Aurora pink is a medium white shade of pink.
Hmm. Let me see something for a minute. I'll be right back, all right?
All right.
We'll look up my other vendor here. Here it is.
Welcome back, Stuart.
Let's see. Plaster inks. Oh.
See, I like fluorescent colors too. Like I like fluorescent orange shirts. I like fluorescent green too for a shirt color.
Plaster inks. All right, gold metallic.
Rich.
High
They
density.
got as pink as my fingers from picking worms all night. LOL.
Slash inks. They got let's see.
Hang on a sec. I'll still be able to hear you, but I got to get up and do something for a minute.
What? I'm trying to find new colors here. Let's see. What the hell kind of colors are these?
All right, they're back. No. Hey, John Paul, how you doing? You cannot eat my tomato. Here. Are you happy now? No, you're not having the whole thing. Even this color look good on the black shirt.
Trying to find the colors of this darn place.
Huh?
Where's the color? Where's the chart where all your damn colors are, you idiot? Jesus. Question, what color are these diamonds?
This is actually the new Sunkist. It's a berry lemonade. This stuff is wicked good.
I guess you see this is metallic gold. To tell all that these people are stupid. This thing, we should have a color chart here. It tells you what the colors are. That's the problem.
Can you hear the music?
What music?
Because I have iHeartRadio on my TV, I just wanted to make sure you couldn't hear it.
I ain't even trying to listen and do it.
Oh, it's really good, Judy. It's not overly sweet, and it reminds me of a blue wine cooler, to be honest.
Just the gold 24 karat gold metallic plastical inks. And it looks really like real gold.
Yeah, I grabbed it when we were at Walmart. Because by the time we got done fishing and sitting in the sun and sweating to death, that's why I want to do, probably do a live starting at like 6 into the night. Now, see, like me, if I'm out like right before it gets dark, I can see in the dark without a light. But if it's like wicked bright and I sit out until it gets dark, then it takes forever for my eyes to adjust. Stuart, you should clip it out and make it into a video of where you're tying them and you're live. Or go in and put a timestamp in there. Don't ask me how to do it. I just know that you can do it. I don't know how. But I know you can clip out in the studio editor. How long ago did you do? Never mind, I found it. One year ago. You're talking this one, right? Because this one's your fly tying for coarse fish. So here, let's do this. Because I just seen that you have a bunch of them there. So we'll do this. That one's for the coarse fish. Yeah, I get in there, Stuart. That one's for coarse fish. Where'd the other one go? This is salmon and sea trout.
Hmm.
There's that live. And this one is brown trout and rainbow. All right, there's 3 lives that have the first one I didn't put, but that one's for coarse fish, and then salmon and sea trout, and then brown trout and rainbow trout. Yeah, don't worry, I'll save you some feathers too, Stuart, when I harvest the chickens in the fall. I'll save their chest feathers because they're super fluffy. I think their coarser feathers would probably be a little bit harder to use for tying because chicken feathers, the bigger ones, are way firm. But the body feathers, like their chest feathers, are super fluffy, almost kind of like goose down, basically. And they're a lot smaller. What are you looking for? Well, I don't know what the heck you want then. See, if I get a fly fishing rod, I'm going to practice in the backyard before I even go to a stream. And a lot of the trout streams that we go to, thank you, Judy. He's a troublemaker lately. He's been being super naughty. And I have Remy to mostly thank for that. Those ones tasted super sweet. I know, I'm curious on what them blue-green tomatoes are gonna come out. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I've always wanted to try fly fishing. I mean, there are a couple places I know that's wide enough, but you'd have to be standing in the water because there's way too many trees to like do it like from the bank. I won these tomato seeds. They're called blue-green tomatoes. The tomato is actually blue on the outside, and when you slice it open, it's green. I won those from Garden State Gardener, I think, in Lazy Days ahead with Jesse and Lisa's live. I think is where I won those, but only two of my plants survived. I wouldn't wear waders. I would just put my like water shoes on. Waders, they scare me way too much. Because of course I always think the worst. You know, you fall down with them big waders on, and they fill up with water, and you're SOL because you're gonna drown. So typically, even if I walk out into a stream and trout fish, I go slow, and I'll make sure that I can cast to where it's shaded.
This is only 160.
Yeah, I've never had them, so it's gonna be something. I bet they'd make some good salsa though, similar to almost like a salsa verde. And of course, none of my jalapeno plants survived, but Mom put in some other peppers that are hotter. I don't remember what the heck kind she put in there. Hey, Kelly King, how you doing? But yeah, some of them hot peppers with those blue-green tomatoes, like a spicy salsa verde, that would be super good. My cousin Crystal and I are the only ones that typically like heat. Would you stop squirming around? Doing pretty good here. You know, we were there for like 2 hours before Jamie caught that nice sized perch. I think it's because, we've had so much rain, it's kicking all the bugs and stuff that live in the bottom and the crayfish and all that stuff. So with Anaheim chili jalapeno. Anaheim chilies and jalapeno. Yeah, I was almost gonna keep it because I have a bag of trout in my freezer. So I definitely want to get some more fish. Yeah, that sounds delicious too. See, I like taking the chorizo and cooking that up a little bit. Let it because chorizo is similar to sausage, but it's got a kick to it. So I putting a little oil in there and then breaking apart like you would the ground sausage and getting it almost like crispy. And then dump in your scrambled egg mixture with, whatever else you want in there. Do the chorizo with onions and some veggies first to soften them up, and then pour your scrambled eggs in on top of it. Oh yeah, a little bit of salsa verde or chunky salsa, or yeah. See, hot stuff don't last with like Crystal and I, like mom made some hot salsa. Stuff like that with me and Crystal does not last at all. That's cool, Cali King. I will have to go check it out. Is it still uploading? Because I don't see it yet. Of course, that's what kills me, like when KP and Hogleg, do their morning show, because most of the time it'll like start off, like this and that, and then it gets right on the subject of food. And then who the heck wants to cook at, 4 or 5, 6 o'clock in the morning? Because I surely don't. But I get talking about, biscuits and sausage gravy and all this kind of food.
Lilac,
Lilac.
cool pink lilac, kiwi, flesh, shushin.
Does my sweaty arm taste good? And by the time we got home, I surely didn't feel like jumping in the pool. See, I have had grits numerous ways: cheesy, buttery, garlicky. bunch of different ways. I even got shrimp and grits one time. I can do cream of wheat, but for whatever reason, I cannot do grits. Well, he must think it's yummy, Rich, because he keeps licking it. Hey, Temple, how you doing? I sure in the heck didn't put bug spray or anything on. He's just a weird one. He's been hanging around Wayne too long. I think that's what the issue is.
I haven't met him. I don't like. What are you blaming on me? I don't know the dog too well. I never met him.
Hey, you know what? You have talked to him since I got him last October. So whether you physically met him in person or not, you've been hanging around you too long.
Yeah, right.
Well, if she licks your arm, Rich, you better hang on to her. Just make sure you're not covered in, some fish slime or something, or worm guts or whatever. I don't think that would taste very good. I am like so starving right now. Good night, Mother.
Good night, mother hen.
Well, Stuart, you sure in the heck ain't here, and neither's my mother to make banana bread or bread pudding or any of that stuff. And I have no junk food. Yes, I can. Now, as a bet, when I was a kid, I had to eat 6 night crawlers.
Ew.
So I squeezed them like this, rinsed them off on the water, and then I I set them on the grill
Oh, gross.
and got them all crispy like a potato chip. Then they're not so bad if they're crispy. But squirmy, not so much. No, just like my cousins bet me to eat this big old onion that was like this big, about the size of a softball. And I had to eat the whole thing, well, minus the skin. And, 5 minutes or less, which I did, but talk about tearing, I could not see. Yeah, they weren't too bad, Judy, to be honest. If it ever comes to hard times in this world again. Yeah, I used to eat dog biscuits when I was a kid. Now, I'll tell you a gross habit I had when I was little. This is probably the worst thing I did when it come to eating stuff.
Oh,
My mom would put out the canned cat food for the cats, and I would beat the cats to the dish.
ew. That's gross.
So I have to say, I mean, dog biscuits they don't really taste like anything. They just, I don't know, just taste like fresh bone meal or whatever. But yeah, I used to do that when I was little. I was a strange kid. I don't know about worms tasting like chicken. Now, bullfrog legs, taste similar to chicken. I could go for about 50 pounds of frog legs right now, cooked in lots of butter and garlic. So they get all plumpy, and then stick them on the grill and crisp the outside a little bit. And then, yes, delish. Dog, do you have ants in your britches or what? What's this thing? But my one aunt, they had this huge pond in their front yard. And when me and my cousins were younger, we would go over there with red and white small maps with a little piece of red fabric on the treble hooks. We used to catch frogs all the time. But there were also bullfrogs in that pond that were so big we shot them with a 22. And I'm talking like bullfrog legs, like this big around. Or we'd catch a whole 5-gallon bucket full. And we had one that just would not die.
That's interesting.
What?
Wet on wet printing. White and light color fabric, wet on wet printing, direct printing. That means you can put just colors on each other. You can print one color and then you lay another color on another part of the image.
Oh, you can just keep putting them over each other?
Yeah. Yeah. Direct prints and wet on wet printing. I've done that before. If you wanted to do like, say, like the truck, you could put like, say, if you wanted to put like a
Okay, Deanna.
bright blue, and put red on somewhere, like bright blue and on one pot, and then add another color to another. But I don't see what I do is you can still do it this way, but you can actually taper one pot off and put another color in. That will, I mean, you can do that way. What I do, this is a light medium color. These inks can go on light medium color shirts. Like there's other colors, there are other inks out there you can do different things with too. There's a lot of stuff you can do with this. It's a lot to explain, but there's a lot of inks out there. Like what I did with that total ink solution, you can get inks for bright color shirts, and you can have some for darks. Dark and bright. There's all kinds of inks out there on the market. You can buy inks for like I got some in my studio for bright color shirts already in there in my studio that you can use a bright color ink on a bright color shirt. Like I have a light blue. I had a while, and I have a yellow, and I had red, but I ran out of it. But there's colors you can use for direct printing on bright color shirts. You can buy some of them. It's a lot of stuff you can do. It's a lot of stuff. It's a
Yeah.
lot of stuff to do you can go into, but right now.
Hey, Flannel Fishing, how you doing? Welcome in.
It's just a
I
matter of
don't know.
time.
I still got that like hot pink and blue and green in my brain.
Mm-hmm. That's for direct color, dark color inks. They got the what I used on the truck. They got colors like that on the for dark shirts. The pink and the greens. So they got the colors for dark shirts. You don't have to put no underbase color under it. It's printed on it like I did the
Yeah.
truck already.
Oh yeah, I don't want the underbase.
You don't need it. That's why I like their inks for. They got inks out there also where you don't have to use an underbase. You just use what do you call it? They have names for it. I just can't. My brain ain't working tonight for some reason. Maybe I'm a little tired tonight. It's like you don't need no underbase. You have color inks out there. You can just direct print on them. You know,
Well,
direct
the
print.
next 2 shirts, we'll have to figure out what colors we're gonna do, and if you need to paint, then just figure that in the price, and I'll send
I'll get
whatever.
I'll get pints of it. That means they're small, but they're enough to do the shirts. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know a place I can get pints and like, like I can show you what let me go get one. And I'll show you what it looks like. Let me go get a pint of each I got on me. Beat up something. Here I am. This is a pint. They call a pint of ink. That's
Well,
what they
that's
call it.
still a bit of ink.
Huh?
I said that's still quite a bit of ink.
Yeah, but that's what they sell in a pint, and it's inexpensive. But this is direct printing on a regular white shirt. This is
Right.
what they call it, and this will last a long, like several shirts, like maybe it's like 10 shirts. This ink can go through 10 shirts without running out, and it's
Yeah.
very expensive. And they say I told the guy I do not want um what do you call what do you call this is bleed resistant, but I told him I didn't want that other ink that they sold me before that that other stuff. I can't remember what they call it. This is really regular ink that goes on shirts. You don't need to put an underbase.
Yeah.
It ain't all purpose. It's just regular ink that you go right on a colorful garment and you print. And that's what I'll tell them. I don't want no all purpose crap. I just want regular ink that goes on a garment, a bright garment. And if you choose the colors you want, I'll get them from that people in these guys in New Jersey and tell them you want direct. The color's going to go right on a bright color shirt. No
Right.
underbase, nothing. So that's what it is.
You better behave, mister.
But Triangle inks are the best inks around that are out there. Triangle in New Jersey. I don't know if they sell in pints or not, but they're good inks and they can go right on a direct garment without any underbase or anything.
Now, how big a thing Was that one you just showed me?
That was a pint. That's all it was. It wasn't a quart. It was just a small portion you can do like 10 garments with it, 10 or 20.
And what are they around?
I don't even know what the receipts are right now. They're around here somewhere. I don't know. They're not very expensive. I'll look into them later and tell you. You know, but you want something for a regular color ink shirt, like a very bright color ink. You don't want, if you want the darks, I got the dark inks. I got some in the studio that's for dark color garments. But otherwise, you want some light colors. I got some bright colors in my studio, but I got some inks that are, I don't know if they're for, maybe they might work for direct bright color shirts because they have to use underbase colors with them, and that's for the dark. So they might work in bright colors. So I got red, flag red. I got um, some kind of a Irish green. Um,
Now,
I got turquoise.
I can't remember. Did you do your lettering on the back, Muss and Hoglegs, the yellow, the same as?
Yeah, yeah. I did use the yellow, the bright yellow.
All right, so we probably have to get the pink for the black shirt then. Because I kind of want to stick with black.
So you want pink for the Letterman or the mother trucker?
I was thinking the blue that you have, not the one you used, the other one.
The royal blue is the dark one.
And then pink lettering for my channel on the front. And the same for the back. But we got to figure out a color. I mean, we can do the yellow, but I just want to make sure that your channel pops out more on the back than mine does.
Well, I'll put it this way. If you want pink on the shirt, your lettering, right? Right?
Yeah.
Just go all pink with the channel name and everything. It ain't gonna hurt nothing. It'll stick out on a black shirt. It won't hurt a thing. I don't care. I'm not gonna wear it, so do I care? I'm not gonna wear the pink. I won't be caught dead in pink.
A black shirt and a pink lettering, Wayne. It's not like I'm ordering a pink shirt.
No, but I'm saying it will go good with the pink. The name of the channel that did it. It's for the shirt, so it's a dark color shirt, and it'll stick out because then you can use just one color, one for the blue for the truck, and the pink for the letter, and that's it. You don't have to go all the way out and spend all kinds of money. Just use the ink you get and use it. The hell with it. Who cares? It ain't gonna hurt anything.
Okay, Wayne. Okay.
I'm just saying.
Well, it's double advertising, so I want to make sure that your channel on the back stands out more than mine does.
Mm-hmm.
Is what I'm saying.
I got an idea I can do. I got another idea I can do too. Here's another idea that comes across. Now you want pink letterman from your name, right? This is another idea I can go across. Now the pink letterman for the mother trucker, right? Correct, right? We can use the same color that we use on the frame of the truck on my name on my channel, and use that color ink. It will look good. I don't think it'll look bad at all.
Because an adventure with mother trucker, or however, that was all in yellow on the last one.
Yeah. But if you want to get pink,
if I really wanted to put you to work, I'd have you do a double color.
And that's easy to do. You only have to use 2 or 3 screens.
Huh?
You don't have to use 2 or 3 screens to do that. Just use one screen and that's it. You don't have to worry about it. I did that. How do you think you did the other ones? I
Well, yeah, I
take
know.
it out
But
and took.
you changed it up a little bit for the new design.
Yeah. So if you want pink leather, you can have pink color leather on your truck, right? And then you add the royal blue for my name underneath, and the truck will be frame will be blue, royal blue, bright blue. That's royal blue, and the pink letter from all the truck will look good. And then there's your shirt. So that's easy to say and done.
All right, so then we'll just have to order the paint.
Yeah, and that'll be it, and that's the shirt.
All right, that works. But then when I ordered the lot of 10, those are going to be different colors.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, whatever colors that you don't have that I want to use, I'll cover the cost of them.
Mm-hmm.
So, whatever the total is for you to get the shirts, the ink, and then plus the shipping.
Navy blue might not stand out. Well, these are black inks for black shirts. They'll stand out, believe me. These are black inks for dark black shirts. They'll look fine. This is not underbase colors now you're talking about. I've been using these inks for navy blue. I want to talk about navy. I'm not talking about navy blue. That's for light color shirts. I'm talking about royal blue, dark inks for dark shirts. Really dark shirts. These inks I have in my studio for different kind of layouts. I have a red color, but I told the guy at that place, I said, don't ever sell me those inks again. He says, what do you mean? I said, I have to put an underbase and I don't want those kind of crappy colors. I had that kind of look. I don't have much of it left. But I'm saying I told the guy, don't ever sell me those underbase colors again. I told him. And I think they gave me them for nothing. I think they were samples. The red flag red for dark shirt.
Yeah, see, even like where the art and adventure is on the truck where it's blue, I
Yeah,
think it should be pink too.
but the truck.
No, not the truck. Just where the art and adventure is.
Oh yeah, yeah. That's bigger, you know.
Huh?
That shirt, that logo's bigger now. Ain't the same in that picture there. It's better.
Well, show it to me again.
I'll go get the stencil. I'll show it to you. It's bigger now. It ain't small anymore.
Huh? Oh, he side eyes all the time. Yeah, that's the way what the front of Hogleg and Melissa's look like with that blue. Hogleg wears his all the time, Melissa said. I'm gonna have to get him another one because he's gonna have this one, the shirt worn out. I I told Melissa that I was gonna send him. I told her I was gonna send him his hot pink shirt. Oh yeah,
They're bigger, see?
yeah.
This here, the back is bigger. See it?
Yeah, I love that. Yes.
It's bigger. The bench is bigger. See it?
But Melissa told me she's like Steve won't wear that. He'll give it to me. And I said he has to at least put it on, and you send me a picture of it. He don't have to wear it on the live. If you don't want to wear pink, but he's got to send me a picture of him in it if I send him a pink shirt. And I was just gonna do it to bust his ass because I know he won't wear it. And Melissa, she was laughing. She just laughed. She's like, he'll just give it to me. He ain't gonna wear pink. And then she's like, don't do orange either. I guess a lot of people have done like orange shirts or whatever. And I'm like, well, if I did an orange shirt, it would be like a fluorescent orange or like the fluorescent green. If I was gonna use like those kind of colors, they'd have to be fluorescent because I don't like the flat looking orange. But I think if Steve got up there with a pink shirt on the live, I don't think that they'd let him live it down if he actually wore a pink shirt on there. Well, if their logo's pink, probably. But I'm talking like a pink shirt. I think he'd probably be okay with like pink logo, just not a pink the pink shirt would, whatever color logo it, do on the pink shirt. And I don't know why it's so taboo that men don't want to wear pink. I mean, this day and age, who cares what color shirt you wear? It's not like, many moons ago where, oh, if you wear this color, then you're this certain type of person. It doesn't mean that anymore. You know what would be even funnier, Judy, is if I had Melissa send me his logo and put it on a pink shirt.
A what?
Talking about busting Hogleg's butt
Yeah.
because he wears the shirt at least once or twice a week
Yeah.
that we did for him.
Okay.
So Melissa's like, he's gonna have it worn out, and I said, I know, I'm gonna have to get him another one. And I said, I'll send him a pink one with my stuff on it, right? And she's like, he won't wear that. And I said, he has got to at least let you take a picture of him with that shirt on if I send him another shirt, regardless of what color it is.
Oh my gosh. Hey, I don't care. I'll make it for you. I don't care. I don't care.
So I was telling Judy it'd be even funnier if I could get Melissa to email me Hogleg's logo and put it on a pink shirt.
What's his logo look like? Depends on what color is his logo. I don't know. I've never seen it before. I don't know. Did you see what I did though? The truck. I colored that in. See the front bumper? I put a black line across.
See, his the board looks like this.
That's all red.
Yeah, red and white. But you know, his channel is known as Hogleg Catfishing, but his live stream is the Boar's Nest.
Oh, okay. You can get pink. You can get red ink goes on black shirts. You can get a red ink that goes on pink shirts too.
Yeah, I know.
But that
But
come
I
out
told
real.
her, yeah, I love the way that looks now. The way you made it bigger.
This there is that. Put it this way. That way. And the bumper's covered over with a black line. See how the bumper is? There's a black
Yeah.
line. Looks better.
Welcome back, Deanna. My name is.
So that's what his logo looks like, huh? Huh. All you have to do is put it in grayscale and then put it through the screen and put the color in it. You can put it in a pink letter. You can put it on a red, a dark shirt and put it in pink lettering. Waffle. Put it in pink ink. I'm a wise guy. I'll put it in pink ink. Give him a pink bore. Pink. Make it a logo
I
pink.
think if I did that to his poor boar, he'd probably be pissed off at me.
That's why you don't want to get mad at you either. But put it in a red ink on a pink shirt. That would be nice. A red ink on a pink shirt. I mean, get the
But
brightest
he
pink.
won't wear it.
Yes, he would. Get him a bright pink shirt like the Mexicans like to wear. It's classic. And put his red boar on the pink shirt. It's a man's pink, they call it. Bright pink. And put a red boar on the shirt, right?
He would not wear it. Because, see, if we did it, we'd have to have the boar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then, like this, it'd have to say the Boar's Nest.
Mm-hmm.
And then on the bottom, it would have to say Hogleg Catfishing.
Yep.
I thought about doing a shirt for them with his channel. But I haven't talked to Steve about it. Because I don't want to make anybody feel, some sort of way. I'm not rich.
Well, I know. But I'm just saying, it made me laugh. A pink shirt. You're funny. Pink shirt with a red boar on. That would be fun. A bright pink shirt.
See, now if I was gonna do something like that, I would do it for myself. I'd make his, I'd get a pink shirt, put the red boar on it, had the boar's nest, and then Hogleg Catfishing, and I would wear it.
Yeah, I know. The other one that started saying that I didn't.
I know because Melissa and I were talking because he wears the shirt so much. And I
What?
said he's gonna have it worn out. I said I'm gonna have to get him
Well,
another.
here's another thing though you're forgetting. Now here's the story for that shirt. That logo is not going anywhere.
I'm not talking the logo.
The shirt, right?
I'm talking he's gonna wear the shirt out, not the logo, because he wears it so much.
He likes it.
Yeah. Melissa says he wears it at least once or twice a week.
That's good. He likes your shirt. But these logos now are better than the other ones.
Yeah, I know. And those are the ones we'll use for all the shirts.
Mm-hmm. I'll make my shirts later. So I'm
Well,
very
yeah,
picky.
I'll be expecting one.
I'm very picky with mine. I'm going to be taking my time designing it.
Well, snap to it, Wayne. Snap to it.
I have to figure out how I'm going to do it.
Shirt, wear to work.
I have to make the American flag.
Actually, I should have you do me one on a tank top because that's what I wear to work. Wear a sleeveless T-shirt.
Mm.
I'll
So I
turn that
mean,
on.
I do the American flag by itself. Print that out by itself because you can't put the lettering around American flag. It doesn't line up. That's why I have to figure it out for. I got to start working on it when I get a chance to after I'm doing his shirts for him, for his dogs and stuff.
Yeah.
Work.
So would I, Judy. I just don't know if I'd make Steve feel some sort of way if I.
You got to ask her first, and discuss it with her first, and she'll talk to him and see what he says. You got to make sure he's going to go along with it. You don't want to embarrass him. You know. Some guys won't work. I wouldn't be, even if I'm dead, I wouldn't wear it. One of my friends said, "How are you gonna know what you're dead how you know you're wearing pink if you're dead?" I said, "Someone puts it on me, I'll come back and I'll haunt them. Don't put pink on me. I'll haunt you. You'll never live it down."
Yeah, lately I've been taking my T-shirts and having Jamie cut the sleeves off.
Really, huh? Well, you want a sleeveless shirt for your shirts?
That's what I was thinking about.
What, tank tops?
No, it's just a sleeveless T-shirt.
Well, when I make them, you can cut the sleeves off if you want. I don't care because the t-shirts they do make. If you said you wanted a large, right? Extra large, was it?
Extra large for me.
And
What size did you tell Wayne?
3X. For her, it's 3X.
Extra, and then a 2X for Jamie.
I got a 3X for her. Sorry, Jamie, you got the 3X.
2X Wayne, too.
I don't have a 2X. I have a 3X.
Well, that's why I'll give you the money enough to get a 2X, Goofy. We might need the 3X for another shirt.
What do you mean for the pink lettering?
No, we're not going to bed yet. We'll probably go to like 220, and then we'll get out of here.
And I want to make the American flag look like the American flag. That's how picky I am with my shirts. I want to make it look like a flag. And I got a flag already made up on the screen for like several years, but I want to make one that's going to be for the way I want it made. And I'm not talking about just throwing something together. It's going to be very well designed. And if people want one, they got to pay for it. And I'll lay a price down, like 20 for it or something. It'll be well made. It won't be made like shit that way.
Well, none of your shirts are made like shit anyways, Wayne.
I won't even use ink to make them look like that. I'll make sure they come out and really pressed in. I can get puffed up ink on it. I can get puff ink too. You know that? Make the flag stick out like it's puffed up.
Oh, yeah. Almost like makes it look 3D.
Yeah. If I wanted to.
Oh, yay, me was in heat again. Yay for me.
You must go cuckoo with those cats.
Well, I keep saying, every time we get paid that we need to get one fixed every paycheck, and then, I decide to do all this other stuff, and then they don't get fixed. So it's whatever. Mila's not the bad one. Mila, if you tell her to shut the hell up, she does. The other two, not so much. But Mila knows her name. The other two, you could yell their name until you're freaking blue in the face like a smurf and pass out on the floor, and they still would not even look your direction.
Oh, is that right, huh?
My Aunt Mary wanted to take Mila home last night. I said, you can take her home. She ain't fixed.
Who
I
wanted
said,
to?
she's a good key cat, but then I miss my mama key cat.
Who wanted to?
Right, Mila?
Who wanted to take the cat?
My aunt. My Aunt
Oh,
Marion.
oh, really?
Come here, Mama Key Cat. Come here, Mila. Come here. You take me good. I'll sit down here on the floor. Well, I can't pet you way down there. And Mr. Jealous Britches over here.
I'll be sending my stop sign on pretty soon, so I'll be making that up. Getting that done.
I'm a key cat. You think with as much as cat eats and eats and eats.
Mm.
And she does not gain an ounce. She's just a super tiny female cat. Unlike the fat one, wherever she is. Frickin' 20-pound wolf.
Oh. Mm.
Can you stop being so jealous? The mama key cat can have some loving too, It ain't just all per bear, 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 bear.
Who's being selfish over there? The dog?
Bear.
Yeah, stop being selfish with the animals. Cut that out,
Oh,
Bear.
he was so naughty when my aunt and her husband came in here. Like, he knows my aunt. He hasn't seen her in a while.
Yeah.
But he was barking and growling and everything else.
Really? Huh.
And he definitely is not trained to be that way.
Huh.
You know, that's the last thing I need, especially him being a registered service dog. I take him in frickin' public and he starts barking and growling at people.
That would be bad.
Yeah,
Well, is he learning it from Remy, maybe? From him?
the barking, yeah. Because Remy will hear somebody outside and he barks and growls. Well,
Oh,
unfortunately, that's a hard habit to break.
that's bad. For your dog to do that, it's real bad. If you see someone growls at him, that's not gonna look good. Flying around.
Well, no, not that's what I'm saying. He's a registered service dog, and that type of behavior is unacceptable.
Yeah.
Now, he's never done it any time that I've brought him in public, but I haven't brought him in public in a long time.
Right.
Now, the 9th, I'll be going to Buffalo, but I don't know if I want to drive out after work on Tuesday and just sleep in the car, or drive out Tuesday. Good evening, Judy May.
Hey, Julie.
After work, and then because I'd have to pay extra because let's say I get out of work at midnight and I leave from work to go to Buffalo. So from work, that's probably, it's still going to be like 4 hours, over 4 hours. So if I get there, say, like at 6 Wednesday morning and check in the hotel, typically checkouts at 11. And my appointment's not until 3 p.m.
Hmm.
So I'm
Yeah.
going to have to pay for like the whole night. So I don't know. I just debating on what I want to do. I gotta go see my pain doctor out in Buffalo on the 9th because I haven't been out there since April and they're having a fit for that reason because they haven't physically seen me since I lost all this weight. Oh, okay. I used to deliver to the Sam's Club, I think Sam's Club and Walmart in Niagara Falls. It might have just been a Walmart. I can't remember. It's been so long ago. Because I could drive out and park at the truck stop and sleep in the car. And then I can go in and pay for a shower at the truck stop and get cleaned up, put clean clothes on and stuff like that, and then go to my doctor's and then come home. But either way, it's going to be a long day. Yeah, I used to deliver to both of them. I mean, typically the room's not, super expensive. It's like, I don't know, $70 or something. But I'm just trying to debate, what I want to do. Because I don't know how good I will sleep in the car, anyways. Because normally when I go out, I always get a hotel room. But normally, like, when I wasn't working, it was easier because then we could just go out, the night before. And typically my doctor's appointment was at like noon. So then we check out and go to my doctor's appointment and then come home. Because by the time I drive out and drive back all in one day, you're talking like 8 to 10 hours in the car. And that's not even counting if they get you in on time at the doctor's office, which it just depends there. See, I used to go to pain doctors around Albany. And the problem with them was they just kept wanting to stick needles in my back. So I had over 30 needles of cortisone and this other medicine stuck in my spine between facet joint blocks, nerve blocks, whatever. And I'm talking, I'd get like anywhere from 3 to 6 at a time. And because of the narcotic crisis or whatever you want to call it, they don't want to prescribe it. Well, back then, that was the only thing that would even remotely help my pain because I have severe nerve damage in my legs from my back. So, two doctors, Parikh and Rigolosi, those two work together. Well, I'd always seen Dr. Parikh, and my orthopedic here that I see like for my knee and stuff, but I was seeing one for my back. They told me that I was not qualified for surgery. And they kept telling me this. And she ordered the EMG, which showed nerve damage. So from like the very beginning of when I blew out my back, she was recommending the spinal cord stimulator. Well, Parikh didn't want to do it. So I had to deal with his BS of doing this and doing that, and he wanted to give me this medicine, that medicine. I'm like, there's no difference with taking Tylenol. What is that gonna do to me? Nothing. Well, then it went to, needles, 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 needles. And all that did was put me in way more pain than I was already in to begin with. So finally, I switched to the other partner, Dr. Rigolosi, and I had been telling him all this spiel. Now, this was before I had 12 surgeries. Talking about this, the spiel. I had 4 surgeries. 4? No, at that time I had 8 surgeries already on my back. So I'm like, look, you have got to do something with this nerve pain. I said, because I will be walking and my legs will just not be there. And I said, I can't fall. Yeah, I had those too also, Judy. I had them in my head because I have occipital neuralgia, which is like back then when I had it, it's like the worst form of migraine you can have. But when the fiance at the time walked out on me, so did the migraines. But I used to get them stuck in my head all the time. So, anyways, Dr. Rigolosi, he's like, well, why don't we try you for the spinal cord stimulator trial? I'm like, well, that's what I've been trying to do since I hurt my back, because I wouldn't have had to have, all these other surgeries. I mean, they still would have had to do them because my disc was ruptured. So they had to be replaced anyways. So they did a trial, and I had no nerve pain in my legs. And I could actually walk without using my walker or crutches or whatever I was using at that particular moment in time. So I got 100% relief from the nerve pain through the trial, but then you had to wait a little bit for workers' comp to approve to have the surgery, to have the machine put in. Without the machine, I would not be able to walk without using an assisted device. Now, see, back here a couple years ago, the insurance company tried to get me on fraud.
Jesus.
Because my doctor specifically told me to use, whether it's crutches, my walker, or cane, or whatever I felt comfortable using, as I felt I needed to. Okay? So they had a PI follow me, an insurance private investigator, to do surveillance on me. Right? So I went to Buffalo, went to my pain doctor, I used my walker because we drove straight out. So I was hurting. Well, then we had stopped to the reservation to go in and get, I went in and got smokes because they're only $10 a carton at the reservation. So he has pictures of me carrying 2 bags out of the reservation. And I wasn't using my walker. So they did surveillance on me like a couple of times, right? Like out in public. Now, I was sent all these discs of their surveillance because I have a right to see what they were seeing. So I had watched this. Now you could specifically see that there were cigarettes in that bag, in those 2 bags, because the bags are like the clear white. And you could zoom in and physically see that it was cigarettes, which don't weigh anything, because I could not lift a gallon of milk. That was part of my restriction. I could not lift a full gallon of milk. So I was talking to my lawyer, and we had to go to court and stuff because they're trying to get me on fraud. I said, look, you can call my surgeon, you can call my pain doctor, and I said they would tell you the same thing that I'm telling you now, that they told me to use it when I feel like I needed to use it. So, you know, you sit in the car for 4 hours, you're going to be hurting. So obviously when I got to my pain doctor's office, I felt like I needed to use it, which I did. Well, when you're in there, you know, you're moving around, you're walking around. We'd go to Wegmans, you know, walk around. So it would help relax me. And then we'd go to the reservation and get cigarettes. So I didn't use my walker to go in there because I had been up and moving and stuff like that. So they were trying to say that I was only using it when I went to the doctor for baking, you know, to make sure I was still getting my medical covered and all this other stuff. And I said, that is a bunch of BS. And I said, and not just that, I said, why don't you go back and look at a couple of those surveillance places? Because the dude said that he watched me through my mom's window where we live, and that I was sitting in one place for 6 hours. So I took a video. I said, there is no way you can see in my mom's house from our road with a cell phone.
Oh, jeez.
Because supposedly that's what he used. The guy was not even at the right house. He wasn't even near our house. He was parked like 2 miles away, surveillance somebody else's house. And I had told my lawyer that. I'm like, that's not even my house. The one is of my house. I said, but the other, I said, is like over 2 miles away. And I said, I can show you my video. You cannot physically see anybody sitting on my mom's couch when I did the video and there was somebody sitting on my mom's couch. I said, I have never sat 6 hours on the damn couch. I'm lucky I could do like maybe an hour, 2 at the most, and then I had to get up. So they're just like beyond ridiculous. And I don't know how they get away with some of the stuff that they do. Because one, our property's posted. So if he had stepped on our property to do this surveillance, I could have had him arrested for trespassing. But anyways, we had gone to court and the judge was talking to me and asked me a question, and that's the only time I could speak to the judge is if he asked me a question directly. I said, I have no reason to lie to you. And I said, second off, I wouldn't lie to you. I said, I'm doing what the doctors tell me to do. Now, and they had my pain doctor as in Albany. So they had everything freaking so messed up. I said, my pain doctor is 4 hours away. I said, by the time I get there, back at this point, I said, I about have to crawl out of my car. I said, so yeah, I would use my medical assisted device. I said I wasn't doing it in any particular way except for the way that my doctor told me to do it. And I said, now, if I'm out there and we go to there, I'm up and moving. And then we go to the store and I'm up and moving. So by the time I got to the res, my body was relaxed enough because it had been up and not sitting in a sedentary position for 4 freaking hours. But I mean, I won the case. I'm like, you can, whatever. Oh, yes, they do, Judy. Yes, they do. It's absolutely crazy what they can do. Just like the one time they tried to get when my dad was alive and he was going through his stuff like that. They tried to get him because he was mowing the grass on the riding mower. Now, the riding mower only goes as fast as you push the gas. I don't mow our yard fast. But they tried to get him too. And it's not like he was out there push mowing, you know, I don't even know how big, probably like over 2 acres that we live on out front here. It's just ridiculous. They treat you like you're this big old criminal that just got out of jail. I mean, I'm glad I don't have to deal with that stuff anymore, but I mean, I still have to go to my doctors. There's, with everything else I've been dealing with my stupid body that wants to crumble to the ground, I haven't wanted to go out there. Hey, Buck. I mean, we have a push mower because there's like certain parts of like by the driveway and stuff that have ruts from where I got stuck with my truck in the wintertime. So yeah, we'll either push mow that section or weed whack it because I just dragged the deck even with it up all the way. But it's just crazy. Well, just like what I told you with my stepson there, when they had the fire at the sawmill. Being they lost over $800,000 worth of equipment. If he would have just waited, got rid of everybody, they wouldn't have had to close. But because he had a big heart and he didn't want to do that to his brother and, one of his good friends, he kept them all on payroll. Well, for that reason, and of course, the cousin's mother not paying the IRS and the state, the insurance company did not have to pay them the money because the business closed. So out of 800 and some $1,000, I think they may have gotten maybe 60,000. That's it, or less. I don't remember now, but I know what the total was. But that's how these places work. So you got to make sure that, you cross your T's and dot your I's in all the right places. And I told him, because him and I had like a 2-hour conversation about him and our cousin going in partners, buying out, the lumber mill. I said, look, if it was me, I wouldn't do it. I said, it's different, when me, your dad, and you ran businesses together because we all were on the same page. And we weren't about going, to screw each other over. And I told him not to do it. I'm like, I would not do it. I don't trust him. More so, I didn't trust his mother. And I mean, it's not like they weren't making good money. With building log cabin kits, with making, tongue and groove hardwood flooring and paneling. It's just crazy to me. When we started becoming more modernized, everything took off so quickly. Hey, Photos Against Anxiety, how are you doing? That they were physically not prepared for the possible repercussions of technology taking such a huge leap. And even now, if you think about it, it would take one thing to shut this whole country down. No lights, no power, no banks, no security. One thing. And that would be a blackout.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, they all of that. Now the only thing that as far as like technology that I'm glad that exists is the whole fact of like DNA stuff, like for crimes and stuff. Because back in the day, if somebody came up and said, "Hey, you did this," well, guess what? They didn't have the technology to do DNA tests or whatever on the scenes to prove you did or didn't do it. So if somebody said you did it, and that was it.
Hmm.
So a lot of innocent people, you know, got taken out for those reasons. But now, like, they've actually gone in and looked at like past stuff like from years ago where they, still had like the evidence and found out that some of these people that, were convicted of it were innocent. Now, with technology now, DNA don't lie. So the percentage of you, granted, yes, I know you're innocent until proven guilty, but DNA evidence doesn't lie. There's that part of technology, yeah, and the same way with our armed forces, but everything else it just went way too quick. And they still don't have the, you know, like, I mean, granted, yeah, blackout. You're talking like we could have a huge solar flare that like fries everything down here. Well, you know what? Everything's run by electronics, gas pumps, security system, the government security system. And without any of that stuff, what do you think's going to happen? We're gonna it will go back to another Great Depression. And with everything that we know now, if it goes back to that, we're gonna be way worse. In some states it's against the law to collect rainwater.
Hmm.
It was against the law. See, now I grew up, we had running water in our kitchen, but we didn't in our bathroom. So, like, if we wanted to take a bath, mom would literally have to run a garden hose from the sink to the bathtub.
Hmm.
And when we moved out of my grand's house down the street here before we moved up here on our property, it was like night and day, like actually being able to go in the bathroom and like take a shower or a bath and not have to worry about running the garden hose to the tub. There's actually a good when mom comes back, if I can remember, Judy, I'll get the name of this book, the Pioneer book. No, I haven't heard anything, Buck. But it's a Pioneer book where they teach you the old ways, like water purification, how to build the old time smokehouses they used to, use to preserve the meat and stuff like that. It just got a whole bunch of stuff in it. And mom ordered it offline. But I'll have to have her find it and those are popcorn ones. The clean ones are under my thing. I mean, I hope we don't see it get super bad or
What's he saying?
should get Wayne to make an art and adventure shirt this way. If he's just sitting there, at least he's promoting LOL. He's just busting your butt.
I know, I know.
And I mean, I hope my kids don't see it either, but. Oh, yeah, he does when he does them. But I don't want to wait because like I know people that think they know just, everything about surviving in the wilderness. And if you're going to be self sustained, then you be self sustained. What's up, Kyle?
Hey, Kyle.
And I mean, the biggest thing too is like your dried stuff is the best thing to get, like your
Not on here, Kyle.
peas, your lentils,
What's he saying?
any type of dried beans. Yeah, I mean, there's really so many. There's a lot of things you could actually do with beans. Like how they press like soybeans to make tofu.
rooster call? What are you talking about? I ain't gonna do that on our channel. What do you think this is? I ain't doing that on our channel.
I don't care if you play the rooster on me.
What, this? What this you talking about? That one? That dog. Look at your dog, Tasha.
I know it's scratching his head.
So what the heck was that? The dog was looking around, looking like, oh, it was a rooster. I got that dog going. He's still looking around, looking at him. Look at him. No, I had it on my phone. That's why I recorded off a phone app. That's only for a joke, anyway. It's only for a joke for someone I know on YouTube. I got a rooster song, and I used that for the part of it. And it was only a joke anyway. It was nothing serious about it. Just a joke between me and Rita Rooster on the channel. But Kyle has to like to hear that rooster call. Yeah, so what are you talking about, like a blackout? What are you talking about that for, Tasha? What was that about?
The main reason I thought of it is because with the solar flares,
Oh,
which could cause technology to just go bzz, cars not start, and think about it. Everything's electronic.
yeah.
Not back in the day where you basically could take out half the electronics out from underneath the motor.
Oh, and it's talk about like
And back then, they had carburetors.
when we were younger, we could do different things, but now they're all technologies, computers, right? That's what you talk about, right?
Yeah. I mean, granted, yes, it's helped. In a lot of instances, especially like I said, for our armed forces. Without technology, they wouldn't be able to do the job that they do today. They'd have been flying in the dark, back years ago when, technology, certain stuff was just coming out. But we keep getting listen to the news or the radio, and they're talking about more solar flares and this and that. Just like they said when we changed from the 90s to 2000s, and they said that the world security system was going to crash and we were going to have this big blackout. Granted, yes, exploring space is one thing, but putting huge holes in our ozone that makes us more susceptible for stuff coming through, it's not going to take much. Oh, yeah. I mean, you can make simple windmills out of car parts, out of an old, like oscillating fan. I mean, luckily, my mom knows how to can and everything, and pressure can, water bath, and that kind of stuff. See, I wish the solar panels that you can get weren't so expensive. Because when I was with the ex-husband, solar um panel company, kept contacting us. But you had to come up with 10 grand.
Hmm.
And then of course they're like, oh well, you can't put solar panels on a metal roof. And I'm like, okay, have you not seen the guy up the road that has a metal roof with solar panels on it?
Hmm.
See, I grew up where my mom would literally use like every part of the plant. Like if we grew beets, we'd have the beet greens and the beets, and then beet juice. And I grew up that way. My dad hunted, both my dads hunted. So they always get a couple deer a year.
Hmm. Hmm.
But that's why we put in gardens every year. And once we start harvesting, everything gets either pickled or canned.
Hmm.
Oh yeah.
I was looking at a video earlier that somebody that was in Australia. They had everything canned, and the person was not around no more, and it was sitting there. The cans were rotting out. They were still there in the jars.
If you keep everything that you can and pressure cook, pressure can, pickle. If you keep it in a cool area, like we don't have a root cellar. If I could get a backhoe, I'd make one. It'll last for years upon years upon years. So long as that pop don't pop, it's good. Like my mom, I don't think it was this time she was home. I think it was the time before. She was in her room and she kept smelling this like gross smell. Well, it was a jar of, I think, carrots. Either a jar of carrots or tomatoes that the seal popped. So it wasn't pressurized anymore. So then it was like fermenting. And we got big bins, where mom they're on wheels that slide under her bed. So she's like slides them out and is going through the canned goods and everything, and found out that one of the jars had popped. And she was showing me, and she's like, "This thing smells so bad." I'm like, "Well, better you to smell it than me." But there's nothing wrong with being prepared because we never know what's in store for tomorrow or the next day or a year from now. I'd rather not have to worry about where my meal's coming from. Good night, Deanna. Sleep well. Much love. God bless. Prayers for you and your mom. But, I grew up that way where, my dad worked. And we always had food. But we also would have a huge garden. And we would, like I said, we would utilize everything. What we didn't eat would get fed either to our pigs or the chickens. Yes, Bear, a couple more minutes and then I take you out. And then I gotta set up my CPAP machine.
Is that helping you?
Let's see. Let's see how many times I stopped breathing last night. Now, Thursday night, I stopped breathing once every hour. Thank you, Rich. Saturday was almost one. It was 0.9. I don't know how they rate this stuff, but you want to be down in the bottom. Now, last night I used my nasal ones instead of the mask. So that purple line there shows how bad it was leaking. These lines show how many events I have every hour. Which, when I did my sleep study, I stopped breathing 16 times every hour. So now, I'm not even, most of the time, I'm not even up to a 1. I mean, Tuesday and Thursday I was. And then, like, your daily scores, these are like your scores for like how many like this one shows for yesterday, 79% that the mass seal leaked. I had 0.9 events per hour. So, I mean, the app keeps track of everything. How many hours I sleep, whether or not I take my mask off in the middle of the night. But everything that my machine reads, I get the same report as my doctor does. So this just, lets me know if I need to like make an adjustment or sleep a different way. But last night I just felt like using the nasal pillows because I like the full mask because I can breathe easier and I don't have to worry about Bear like bumping it because it won't break the seal, because when you turn the machine on, it basically suction cups to your face.
Mm-hmm.
And with that, I can breathe in and out of my nose and my mouth. And with the nose ones that just sit under your nose, you can only breathe in and out through your nose.
Mm.
Because literally, if you open your mouth when you have it on, the air
Mm-hmm.
just blows right out your mouth.
Mm.
I'll do it to Bear on purpose. Like I'll open my mouth and the air shooting out,
Mm-hmm.
and it comes like right up to my face. Where's that noise coming from? But hey, it's doing its job. It's keeping me from breathing. Do I like the stupid thing? No.
Mm.
My cleaner for it will be here Wednesday. And this is spray that I don't have to worry about washing off. All I got to do is spray my mask down, hang it up, let it dry, spray it down inside the tubing,
Mm.
hang it up, let it dry, spray down the reservoir, and then I can clean where the reservoir slides in the machine because you have to run distilled water in it.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't have to go back to him until like, I don't know, 4 months or something. And I'm like, I don't even know why I have sleep apnea. I said, I can understand if, granted, yeah, I'm still obese for my size, but I've lost 65 freaking pounds.
Mm.
So you think that would, have made my breathing better, not worse. So he said, well, we'll continue what we're doing with this CPAP machine and stuff. He said, and then we'll redo your sleep study
Mm.
and see if anything changed. He said, obviously, if you're still having that many events an hour, then you're still going to have to use the machine. But if it changes where your sleep apnea has gone away, then you won't need to.
Mm.
So, all right, I'm going to call it a night. I got to get this little boy out to go to the bathroom. Hopefully, it's
See you.
not raining because he don't like to go in the rain.
All right, have a good night, Tasha.
Me
All right?
too. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, bye.
All right, guys, we're going to call it a night. I'm getting tired. Bear's getting antsy. Jamie already went to bed. And of course, then I got to kick the big doofus out of my bed because that's where Remy likes to be lately. But much love. God bless. Thank you all for coming in and hanging out and chatting. And we'll catch you tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Good night.